시작하는 거거든요.
네,
1대1 스코어이기 때문에 앞선 그 경기를 되짚어보면서
Man, I'm actually just gonna like start playing Brutal 24/7 now, so I can play in the SSL and be in the same booth as her, like be within a foot of that girl. Oh man, that would be worth giving up everything to play StarCraft for sure. I'm gonna be like the next Siki. It's gonna be amazing. So you wait, guys. SSL 28. I'm gonna win it. Which number are we on right now, anyway? 8. All right, I've got 20 seasons to go. All right, cool. I don't know how long that takes, but whatever. All right, movie. I didn't see what position he was in. I think was it 5 o'clock still? It might have been. Oh, Hyde knows her name. Hyde, why do you know her name? Lee Mi Jung. All right, I'll go Google that later. Man, screw that. I'm gonna Google that right now. Although I need to do the positions first. All right, looks like the movie's still at the 5 o'clock, and here is still the top right. Yeah. Is this for reals though? I mean, all right. So we're on Andromeda, and nothing's happening. So I'm gonna go to Google Sensei and ask Google if he knows who this person is. Well, it returns some results. Like, hold on, let me see. Is this the same person? I cannot tell if this is the same person or not. But there are some semi-inappropriate pictures here, so I can't put it on screen. I can't even like ask for viewer opinion. I wanted to, normally I'd just bring the screen on and be like, hey guys, is this the same person? But that would be slightly not safe for work. Just like get insta-banned from the TL stream. Oh god, that'd be terrible. Oh, apparently there's a Wikipedia page. What? Let me go to this. Is that legit? That can't be legit. That says she's an actress. There's no way. Man, Hyde is just totally trolling everybody right now. Wait, was that an overpool or a 9-pool? I can't tell. And by can't tell, I mean I wasn't paying attention at all. Too busy Googling booth girls. Meanwhile, Protoss has gone for a gateway in the main. One-base gateway. Seems to be fairly common on Andromeda. I mean, that's like how Zealot advanced from his group. He was like, yep, I totally knew the Protoss was going to go gateway first, so I 9-pulled him. Ugh, Zealot. God, this road's being so annoying, though. I mean, that hatchery is not only late, but it's at the mineral only, which is not useful at all. Alright, so we got another drone though. Presumably gonna go make another hatch right here. So already, not liking the opening. He had to make his first hatch of the mineral only. It's not ideal, although, having said that, Zergs actually did that a lot on Electric Circuit, which I never really understood. And Andromeda's kind of the same idea, with that, inside mineral only in your main base. So I guess it's not terrible. Still not a fan. Not a huge fan. Like, if I had to pick between, building your hatchery at the mineral only and going out with that Stargirl, I would definitely go out with the Booth Girl. Booth Girl, Stargirl. I guess it's not, well, I don't know, can we still call them Stargirls? I mean, it's technically the Sonic Star League. The Stargirl feels like it should be for OSL, MSL only. I'm not sure. I'll just say Booth Girl. I'll say Juice Girl, actually, because that's what they really are. That's what the SSL has. We don't have Star Girls or Booth Girls. We have Juice Girls. Hey, this pro looks like he's gonna get hunted down. There are 6 things though, and he does see that, so hopefully he is slightly careful. Although having said that, he did make 2 Zells already, so maybe he kind of forced the Lings with that Zell move out, and so the Lings killed the probe, and now he's got, now he can't actually move out that far. And movie has in fact gone for the 1-gate expand. As we can see, he's got a Nexus at his own mineral only. And he's going Cybernetics Core, getting a Forge as well. So this kind of opening, I'm afraid I'm not too familiar with. It's not really possible on any modern maps. Even on Electric Circuit, you can't really do this because there's no ramp like this going up into your main base. So you know you still generally just see forge fast expands as normal on electric circuits. So yeah, I'm actually curious to see how this progresses into the mid game here. It's almost like kind of like an outsider actually. This kind of one gate expand business in your main, but it's not as good as on outsider because it is just a small mineral only with only I think 5 patches there. So it's not that amazing, not that useful. Anyway, the movie is still poking around here, just pushing those swings back. Note that he's keeping those 2 zealots on the ramp. That's very, very smart. You don't want to suddenly have those Zerglings get speed and run around your zealots and go into your main base, because with slow zealots against speedlings, you're basically just never ever gonna catch them. Oh, I have confirmation by the way from Sniper that the mystery booth girl there is in fact a racing model, a racing girl, whatever it's called. Crazy, man. Sonic is getting all kinds of people supporting the SSL. This is awesome, man. This Sonic, it's like Korean Mafia, man. He's got all kinds of connections. Oh, I have hi to Sayle in all caps and a link to an image. That's gotta be good, right? Oh man. Alright, gonna go creep on that later. This is so terrible. I feel like such a bad person now. I'm like one of those creepy 80-year-old men already. I'm only in my 20s. What's gonna happen when I'm actually 80? It's gonna be crazy. Whoa! Hello, gateways. Wait, goons? Why is he making goons? Oh my god, he's gonna go goon all in. Is his core spinning? Did anybody see if his core is spinning? Somebody tell me a cybernetics core is spinning. I just heard the Koreans say cybernetics core. Is this gonna be a 5-gate goon all in or something? Goons? Goons? He's got a probe there. It might be a fake though. I need to see if his core is spinning. Come on! Show me the main! Show me the main! Show me the main? No, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm overreacting. No, there are 3 goons. I don't think I'm overreacting. There's no reason to have 3 goons at this point in the game. There is 0 reason. There's also 0 reason to show that you have 3 goons. Why did he show that he had 3 goons? I still don't actually know if this is necessarily... No, there it is. It's spinning. Okay. So this is actually, in fact, a Dragoon all-in. Sorry, I just couldn't confirm it without seeing the cybernetics core. But, yeah, if you have 3 goons that early, it's almost 100% goon all-in. And that's why I'm a little bit confused why he showed it that early. I mean, there's 3 Sunken's on the way. The mutas have actually just popped out here, so he's actually going to force the mutas to stay at home and defend. But, I mean, Muta Ling is pretty effective against Dragoons. So, I mean, the only thing that might mess things up there is those 5 zealots. If you can get a good position with those, protect the goons against the Zerglings, and do some good micro, he could be okay. But this is actually not looking so good for Movie right now. Oh man, he's actually going for it. There's a lot of links coming out though. This is really not going to work. This is not even going to be close. Oh man, Movie. I'm not sure what he was thinking here, but this is not close at all. It's a little bit silly. So yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere. And then he's got basically nothing to defend the Muta counterattack. Dragoons are really not gonna cut it. And the Lings even are just gonna pick them off. Look at that. Look how effective those are against the Dragoons. I mean, the Dragoons, they do explosive damage, so they're only doing half damage to the Zerglings anyway. Even the Mutas, I think, are small unit type, so they're not even doing that full damage to the Mutas either. So the Mutas, you can see, just going to fly right out there. See, if all those Dragoons were actually Marines instead, the Mutas probably would have taken more damage from stimmed Marines right there. Anyway, they do actually get 1 by focus firing, but that, semi-all-in is basically dead. And now Movie's in rough shape. He's in rough shape. It's really weird to me that he decided to all in on this map, because Andromeda is actually quite good for PvZ. Statistically, it's definitely Protoss favored, so I'm really confused why Movie would try this. Maybe it's it's like a mind game. He's like, oh, well, there's no way he's gonna think I'm gonna all in on Andromeda, so I guess I'll all in. Oh man. Oh well. So now Movie's in super defensive mode. Obviously, you can't move out with the goons. Mutaling will just eat him alive, and so he's just gonna sit here for a little while. I mean, the thing is, the Zerg doesn't have is still not that far ahead economically. Although he is killing a lot of probes, though. Having said that, the Movie's probe saturation is really quite poor right now. But yeah, if you just look at the base counts, it's still or main and natural and the mineral only versus just the main and the mineral only here. So if Movie can just stop losing probes, he'll be okay. But he can't stop losing probes because he can't really deal with the mutas effectively with just Dragoons, especially because they're all getting clogged up in his main base here with all those buildings there. Yeah, his economy is just completely shot right now. I think he's gonna go for another all-in with all these goons, and if it works, then he can win. But it most likely won't. In which case, well, he'll lose. No, is he really gonna take his natural now? I mean, he's got not even, like, barely 1 per patch mining. I'm pretty sure this is all-in right now or nothing. And you can see, Hero expects the all-in to come here. He's making a ton of sunken colonies. Because he knows the only way Movie can win right now is if he all-ins right now and kills him. Expanding now will not win him the game. He has no probes. I mean, he's got the probe there. It's looking like he's going to try and just drag it out and play the long game, which I'm not opposed to. I mean, he is forcing these sunkens unnecessarily, but even then, he's just lost so many probes, and there's still so many mutas on the map. It seems really, really difficult. Yeah, he's actually going to expand there. Wow. Movie, if he can come back from this, that would be really, really impressive. But it's going to be really hard. And yeah, the Muse can easily just poke around back here. I mean, this is so annoying, as you can see. He's got 2 cannons in the main now, but there's like 12 mutas there or something. No, looks like going to back up, though. Oh, taking a bit of free damage. That's always nice. Could have actually sniped that probe that's gonna make the Nexus, but looks like he's not. So Movie now expanding here. That means Hero's probably gonna think about taking another base as well, and looks like he has in fact taken the top left main. Which is absolutely fine. I mean, he's got complete map control right now with the mutas. He can kind of take whatever base he wants, really. I'm gonna come back here, do some harassment. Note that the mineral only, even though it's protected in the main, the minerals are like pressed right against this this cliff edge here, so it's super easy to harass with the mutas. Or you can even like burrow a couple of lurkers on the low ground behind it, and if you just give them some vision there, they can actually shoot the probes on the high ground, which is super duper annoying. It's even worse when you play against Terran and they can siege you from the back there. Ugh. Yuck, 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 yuck. Although, to be fair, this is a Pearl's favorite map in both those matchups anyway, so can't really complain too much. Anyway, looks like Zerg's coming, or sorry, Mutas come in here and just continue to be a little bit annoying. Note that he's not really, he's being very careful not to overcommit with these Mutas. Really just trying to get some free damage off, free kills where he can, but not moving in too far, even though he definitely has the opportunity. And otherwise, it looks like we might just go into a longer game here, which is going to be good for Movie because, you know, he had a pretty severe disadvantage there after that all-in failed. But if this does get dragged out, oh no, there's a lurker. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can, in theory, build cannons like right up against the minerals to stop those lurkers, but as long as like Hero leaves an Overlord there, it's going to be impossible. But yeah, if this game goes on for really long, you know, eventually Movie could make a comeback. But he's still completely on the defensive now. He's getting denied at the mineral only. He doesn't even seem to have any observers. If he actually had observers, these lurkers wouldn't be a big deal because he's got so many ranged goons, which are perfect against lurkers. Yeah, he's actually just going to use storms to try and deal with it, which is really weird to me because I mean, he's got so many goons, he doesn't have that many High Templar, you know, he doesn't even have an obs so that he can, you know, storm once and then shoot it with a goon shot to kill the lurker. He actually needs 2 storms per lurker, which is really inefficient. You know, if you have an observer there, you can just use a single, Oh my god, he shot his own Dragoon! Oh my god, Movie just shot his own Dragoon and he just completely missed everything there. Did you guys see that? He totally killed his own Dragoon, wow. Oh man, Movie. Sick misclick right there. I think he tried to right click a Mutalisk, or rather press A and left click a Mutalisk to try and focus on a specific one rather than just have them spread fire on the group. But that completely backfired when he misclicked there. Oh yeah. Alright, looks like he's got rid of one of those lurkers. Still another one to deal with. Here, meanwhile, taking the top left mineral only. I'm surprised he didn't just take the natural there and just get the extra gas. It's not like he has too much to worry about on the map. I mean, he's got complete map control. He's got a bunch of lurkers there. The DT running over, but there's overlords there already. So he shouldn't be too concerned about that. Yeah, Hero's just in complete control of this game. And still, I haven't seen an OBS yet for Movie. I mean, he must have gotten one by now, and if he has, that means he's got the robo, obviously, so you might want to think about getting a shuttle, trying to take that mineral only. Hero, of course, in anticipation of that, has already left a couple of Mutalisks there. But you know, if he like brings an Archon and the probe together and just drops that over there, should be able to establish that base, or you know, drops a couple of goons there first and then brings the probe. Because there's not that many mutas left actually after they went in for that big attack at the mineral only. Anyway, it looks like Movie gonna poke out now with his army. He does have the observer finally, and he actually has. You know, it's quite interesting because he's got a lot of dragoons left over from the earlier all-in. And, you know, a big Dragoon army backed up by a few High Templars is actually a really strong mid-game composition here. The Zealots actually, having a lot of Zealots is okay, but the Dragoons are actually much more useful. So yeah, having a big Dragoon Templar army is actually quite nice. Although he's still got to be a little bit careful with it. And it looks like Movie going to go take this 3 o'clock base, since he has finally moved out. But again, he has to be very careful, very defensive with this army. Got to be super duper careful, because this is, you know, if he loses this army, it's basically gone. And actually, he doesn't really have many High Templar or very many Dragoons, actually. I thought he had a lot more Dragoons. He might have left a lot of them in his main base for some reason. I definitely thought he had a lot more than this. Yeah, look at that. He's left 2 High Templars and 6 goons at that mineral only. I don't know why he's done that. Has he just forgotten that they're there or something? But really no reason to leave them there. Even you know, the threat of the mutas is basically gone there. It's just Lurkerling on the main map now. Even if there were a few, you know, some lurkers left, the main army is defending the back of that mineral only anyway. So really weird to me that he's left so many units there. I mean, really just, you know, having a couple of cannons. Look at that, he's got like 2 cannons there already anyway. Why does he have so many goons there? Oh my god, like, oh, that's such a waste of his units. I'm really confused by that. He is gonna, you know, gonna take down most of those Zerg units, but really should bring those units out. What is he doing? Come on, dude, Movie. Use those goons, man. Pull them out. What's going on? What is going on, bro? Anyway, Hero's actually going out of control with his hatcheries. He's about to go up to like 14, 15 hatcheries or something. He's got like, you know, 5 there at his mineral only, another 3 at the other mineral only. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, looks like 13, 14-ish hatcheries, but these few lurkers are going to get cleaned up. The Lings should be taken care of by the Archons. Oh no, there's more Lings coming in though, and there's the Dark Storm. Oh god, you gotta run away. Where's the Storm? He needs a Storm. It's a decent Storm. He needs some more though. Movie, he really needs the space. Really needs the space. He's like, he keeps getting denied by these Cracklings, and note, these Cracklings are super duper cheap. So right now, every time this kind of attack happens and he denies the base, you know, of course, Hero is losing a lot of Zerglings, but they don't matter because he's saving his gas. And look at this, when that Ultralis Cavern finishes, he's gonna have so much gas banked that he can just make like 10 Ultras straight away and just come out with an overwhelming army here. So losing these small groups of Zerglings basically means nothing to Hero. Is he going for a Plague or something? No, it looks like just messed up the timing there. So yeah, even though Movie looks like he's holding on right now, I'm really scared that as soon as that, you know, Ultralis Cavern finishes, suddenly there's going to be a bunch of Ultraling on the map, and Protoss is just going to get overwhelmed. It's actually quite funny how often this happens, where, you know, as the Zerg gets to the high tech, he starts saving up for those big, expensive late game, and just pokes around with Lings and Defilers for a little while. So, you know, as the Protoss player, like, yes, I defended the Ling attack. You know, oh man, I can maybe come back in this game. I can maybe win, and all of a sudden your hopes and dreams are dashed. Wow, great Storm there. They're getting all those Lings, but again, these are just, you know, kind of free gifts for the Protoss, just to try and keep the Protoss army whittled down. Doesn't want the Protoss to mass up, get that critical mass of, you know, Archons and Reavers and Templars. As long as the army count stays low for the Protoss, the Zerg is always going to be more efficient with these Cracklings. You know, even with all these Zealots coming out here, you know, with some Plagues and Storms and whatnot, it's going to be really tough. So, you know, Movie looks like he is maybe finally going to get some mining going on at this base. But I mean, just look at his gas units. It's a crucial thing. He's got 1 High Templar and 1 Archon and only Zealots. Zealots by themselves are just terrible against Ultraling. They're not going to stand up to it. You need Archons, you need Storms, you need Reavers. All 3 basically. Although we could have a good Storm drop here. We could have a good Storm drop. Oh, he looks like he gets just 4. And then Storm/Scourge kills his shuttle there. I think there was one. There might have just been 2 Scourge there. Definitely kind of walked into his own thing there. And unfortunately, that Templar on the low ground doesn't actually have vision, so he can't storm the high ground. I'm actually not sure if you could maybe try and storm the edge of the cliff and then have, like, part of the storm hit the drones. I don't actually know if that works. It might work, but then you would only get a couple of drones anyway. So yeah, there are the Ultralisks finally coming out here. It looks like they have their Carapace bonus already. And this is going to be lights out. It looks like the Lings actually might even be able to just finish this off themselves. No, not quite, because Storm is amazing. But look at this, Movie GG's. He doesn't even need to see the Ultralisks. He knows he's done. He can't hold on the base. The Lings alone were enough to break it. And Hero takes Game 3 and goes up 2-1 in this series. He's 1 game away from the semifinals of the SSL. Movie, who I think a lot of people favor in this matchup, although it's pretty close, is